Merry Christmas everybody. I just wanted to thank you all for your patience and continuous support. It has been more than 2 years since I started this channel, and I'm happy to announce that I'm currently working hard on the second act of the final journey. Although the trailer is not ready yet, I wanted to upload something for you for Christmas. So grab your green sweater, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, in the morning, you got me shaking at night. You got me sweating all over. Down on the killing floor. We're going down. All I know, everyone's talking, everybody told me so. No, I say, hold me in your pocket, baby, let me stay. Oh, someday I'm not home. Hold me down, I'm darling.
Commander, we've just lost one of our satellites.
You got me down on the killing floor. Yeah, down on the killing floor.
Incoming transmission.
We still believe there is room for improvement in your efforts.
Shut up, bitch!
Oh, you turn me out. You treat me wrong. You hold me down, I'm darling.
Target acquired.
You got me down on the killing floor. Yeah, down on the killing floor.
Hope this works.
Excellent work, Commander.
For those of you who do not watch my very sophisticated update videos, the main save file got corrupted, and my only backup save was for 1st of July, right after the Gangplank mission. Basically, the previous episode was set in September 1st, and I recorded an additional 2 months worth of in-game footage when I received the biggest middle finger this game can offer. I lost 4 months of progress, but here we are again, at September 1st, on an alternate timeline. So let me summarize what exactly happened in these past few months. I figured out very quickly that most of the missions are happening exactly on the same date as the first time around, and as I document every mission on a sheet of paper, I had a very good idea what to expect in July. Most of the deviations are started to appear in August, but even with this kind of intel that I had, the missions themselves were overall more challenging, and I think that the following abduction will perfectly illustrate that.
This is Big Sky. Strike team has reached the AO.
This is one of the worst spawn locations you can get. There is just this one cover, and I have 2 pods nearby. It looks like I can take it without forcing an activation, but I guess I was wrong.
Over here.
Billion can provide temporary cover for 2, but the rest has to retreat further back. My sniper is equipped with a marksman rifle, so I have to keep her somewhat close if I want to hit those opportunist overwatch shots.
Plötzlich so heiß hier.
Снял его. Под плотным огнем!
A flyer pod is the worst in this situation, but if I can disable and somewhat damage the disc, the drones will retreat to repair it, so I can focus on the thin men.
This is gonna hurt.
Enemy fire on my position. Alien canister.
I have to be super careful not to have line of sight to anything with my exposed units, because there is a thin man sniper lurking in the back somewhere.
Going in for the kill. Orders confirmed. On the move.
It seems like there is no cover for cam without taking a dash, but I found this one square which is blocked from vision from every angle. It is a very risky move, but I have to try it.
Feind in Sicht.
This was a big fat blunder. The last thing I needed was more aliens.
Solid copy. They can poison me.
I try to organize my ranks in a defensive stance. Notice how I go into Overwatch with Billiam. This is because I simply can't allow the floaters to advance on me, but this is very risky. If some of the godforsaken thin men, or drones, trigger the Overwatch, Sonya will be exposed.
That thing's gonna blow. Damn, that was close. I'm under fire. Damn, that was close. Oh!
I rate the current situation not great, not terrible, and there is a lot of work to be done.
Got it. Moving out. Take cover behind me.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Bin dran.
That's affirmative.
Bring in the pain. Gonna need to reload soon.
You'll be fine. Out of rounds.
They're moving around the
They're
side.
shifting their attack.
Incoming fire.
Get me the hell out of here.
Headed there now. Minimal exterior damage detected. Take cover here.
That's affirmative. Come on, get back in the game.
Negative. Weapons dry.
Raji just carried the whole situation on his shoulders, showing us why he is a leader. Missions like this one can have many different outcomes. If one of these shots hit, Raji won't survive the following flank shot and dies. If the floater rolled a higher damage, Raji dies. But instead, I take home 3 captive thin men.
Nighty-night. Subduing target. Target incapacitated.
Everything by the numbers.
4 soldiers get their promotion, and Raji solidifies his position as the leader of the XCOM ground forces. On the tier list front, I have no idea how could I squeeze out 8 mechs the first time. Now I only have 5, but at least Mr. Naoki Endo is with us. I also made some changes in my evaluation, because some skill trees are different this time. Samuel was switched with Naoki on the Spartan front, and Dee Dee was moved to the A tier. She is still a strong unit, but not as overpowering as the rest of the Spartan lineup. Instead, she is part of the officer corps this time, which fits her build and character better, and her place was taken by Matilda. Some soldiers have met their better ends in the previous timeline, and for these guys, I have created a new order, who call themselves the Wraiths.
My heroes dress in black. Well, I know my soul is on fire as I turn this withered shade of gray, and I find on my way to death and happiness that my heroes dress in black. So I'll pray to my God for salvation as I suffer these wicked outlaw ways, and I'll turn to those outcasts
Some were fortunate enough to have a second chance to prove themselves, but unfortunately the opposite has also happened. Sugriver was shot dead by a terrorist. Sonia was splattered by a nasty right hook. And don't even get me started on this goddamn mission. 2 pods are almost in activation range, so I decide to only take cover with the sniper, and the rest goes on Overwatch.
Time to kick this sucker off. Enemy is still alive.
Not the best, but at least the disc is exposed. I was thinking, okay, let's just hit it. And then I will reopen it with a scout, so everybody else can take cover. There goes one of my top guys, but anyway, at least I can get some Elder's compensation. But wait, it is not over yet. So I clear everything on the map, and this other disc pod flies into my line of sight. I can't suppress it from this position, but I do some big brain moves, and now I can. Happy times. And the most frustrating thing is that this was just some random mass abduction mission.
Commander, the operation was a success.
Due to this early loss of his fellow comrade, Specialist Friendly, Van Dorn chose to be a medic this time. A damn good medic, if you ask me. Lastly, I would like to dedicate our new member, Janice Hope, to Mr. Giacomo. Without you and your comment, the journey would have ended already. If I'm being completely honest with you all, I was contemplating a lot whether or not should I even continue the series. The whole point of this whole thing was to close a chapter in my life before I step out into the world, while trying my best to beat my favorite game on the highest difficulty, which I have never done before, and share it with all those who are interested in this very niche journey. But I underestimated the time and effort each video requires, and life simply just caught up to me. But I knew that if I use this file corruption as an excuse to end this series, it will haunt me forever, and I don't want to be a person who gives up so easily. So the journey continues, and I will see you all in the next one.